Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using The Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. There's a companion book by Barbara Moore. Supportive Oracle. I'm sorry. The website's llewellyn.com. So they're there at the bottom. There you go. Taurus. Taurus. Supportive Oracle cards, magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Illustrated by Jesse Reish. There's a website actually. Over here, hayhouse.com. It is a 2002 publication. I'm probably saying that wrong, but you know what I mean. It's from 2002, which is a while ago. That's a while ago. Somebody's holding something back. This is Taurus, right? Yeah. Something's holding something back. This seems to be kind of jumping a little bit. Somebody's holding something back, and I keep getting somebody's holding something back, and they're not even sure what they're dealing with. Somebody's definitely holding something back, but the flip side with the moon card, it really makes me feel like they're holding back, but they don't know what they're doing. Like, do they think they know what they think they know. They think they know. They don't know. And they're holding back secrets that are actually going to implode on them. I think that's I think we're setting the stage for it here. Because they keep holding the line, and this is not helping them. They're holding back, they're holding the line, they think they know what's going on, they do not know what's going on. By holding things back from you, they're making this worse on themselves. Definitely making this worse on themselves. Your energy seems to be moving forward a lot better. How much can you make of this is the question. How much do you want to make of this? Because you have the Ten of Pentacles kind of floating around you here. You do have an option. Taurus tends to be very dedicated. So there's more to get out of this situation by leaving it behind. It doesn't seem very likely that you're going to do that. But they do. It seems like they're putting that out there. Like there's more by just leaving this and going a different direction. There's more out there for you. There's better out there for you. There's better ways to spend your time and use your energy. And I am getting at this point with this person holding back, your commitment is minimal at this point, but it is there. It is there, it's just minimal. And I feel like the universe, the advice is kind of like, you know what, if whoever this is, if they're keeping secrets, if they're not letting you in, if they're not telling you what's going on, and you're going to find out that what they are holding back, they don't know what they're talking about as it is, like, maybe it's better to just go a different direction. Maybe it is. And like, if I'm going to, like, I feel for some of you, maybe you just started a job, and people are very secretive, and they don't want to tell you this, or they don't tell you how stuff is done. And it's just kind of like, you know, if it's this much of an issue, maybe this is a good time to, like, maybe find another job before you get too invested in this one. It's not ideal, but maybe, you know, realizing, you know, this isn't, I don't want to dig in roots here when it's messed up as it is. Some people, like, do that. They play control games, thinking it adds to their value, which once in a while, I guess that perception is there. But in this case, it's going to show how much this person doesn't really know what they're doing, and they're difficult. Somebody who holds secrets and they don't know what they're even doing, that makes it much worse, because then other people who would know what was going on or could understand the information they have never get it, so things just go poorly constantly. I am getting, like, this is more and more going that direction. I feel like what their advice is like, you're not that deep in this right now. Go a different direction. The Emperor's on your side. The world is on your side. Gender doesn't matter in this. Just that however you're connecting to this, you're in the power position. You're in the power seat. And I feel like they're saying you're seeing that this isn't the greatest to start with. Don't give this time to prove to you that you're right. Don't give this time to just show you that, it's just not going to get better. Don't get deeper involved in this. Change direction now. Because they're saying, I also get with the World card, in this reading, at some point, this isn't going to work. You could end up spending a few years with this situation, whatever it is. It's kind of like, instead of spending those years with this, you could just change direction now and invest those years with something else that makes more of a difference in your life. There's a lot better out there, and I do feel like if you leave this, by leaving it, you're going to definitely be upsetting people, because you're a very dynamic force, and you get a lot done, and you're very dependable. But it's kind of like if people can't treat you like they should, if people can't be forward, or at the very least know what they're doing, if they don't have the stability to even know what they're doing, like, you don't want to work with somebody who doesn't know what they're doing. You know what I mean? That's not good. If you know what you're doing, and that person that you're supposed to rely on or supposed to lead you, maybe, if it's a work situation, like somebody, like a boss or somebody like that, and if they don't know what they're doing, but you do, and they won't tell you information because they don't want to lose control, meanwhile, they don't have any control anyway because they don't know what they're doing, it's not something to get invested with. Let go. If you let go, there's better things. It's kind of like realizing, this small plant that's supposed to be a big tree is not going to happen. It's just the soil is damaged, the tree is not going to grow right. Go somewhere else, plant a different tree, plant a better tree, plant it where it's supposed to be, plant it where you have more control over it. I feel like this is what this whole thing is going towards, because I'm getting like, they're advising you to go towards this new beginning with the Ace of Wands. It's completely in your hands, completely in your control. The Emperor that's you, completely in control. I do feel like for whatever this is, it could last for a few years, subjectively, and like 3, I'm getting like average of 3. So, I just feel like when I'm feeling Taurus energy, like, that makes me very upset to think I could invest years into something, even if it's just 1 year, and then I have to go somewhere else. I'm like, all that time I could have been investing somewhere else. You know what I mean? What you can do in a year, especially Taurus, you get a lot done in a year. All that time put into something that's not working, and then, that would be very, very upsetting. But changing now, investing somewhere where it's actually going to flourish, and you're like, okay, this is what I want. This is better. Oh my God, like anything, I don't know. I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over. What else am I supposed to say? Because these cards keep coming in. It feels the same to me. Queen of Wands, you taking the energy and saying, you know what? I'm not super invested at this point. I'm not super invested. Not really a fan of just walking away and going somewhere else, but it's warranted. Enforcing yourself, justice goes in your favor. I've seen this as a spiritual lesson for people with earth energy, where it's hard to change, but then realizing sometimes you just got to step out and go, I don't really like how this feels, but I know it's for the better for this time. It's usually a rare moment for people who are very earth. Usually a very rare moment that they'll do that. But when they look at what's going around them and they're like, no, I don't like the idea of just going, but I realize it's for the best and I'm going to do it. It'll be uncomfortable for a little while, but I'll do it. Success is waiting for you. You have to disappoint these people to get your actual success. That might be hard too, because you do realize you're going to be disappointing some people, but it's kind of like, I got to do what's right here. I can't waste all this time here. Going towards what you want will bring you the stability and joy that you're looking for. And accepting, like, I'm not over-invested here. You're not over-invested, and you already see the cracks in the surface. It's kind of like, it almost feels to me like, you're going through the closing procedures of buying another house, and then you find out there's cracks in the base. What do you call it? Foundation? There we go. during the closing process, you're finding that out, that there's, oh wait, there's cracks in that. So that you have the choice. I can either end this and be like, oh, I'm not doing this, never mind, and walk away, or I could be like, well, I think I can fix that, so I guess I'll just go forward and then get stuck with this big problem. And it's kind of like somebody else is saying, it's not that bad. It's just it's mostly cosmetic, mostly cosmetic. They're saying here, this is your heads up, kind of like you're seeing the cracks in the foundation. They're not just cosmetic. They go a lot deeper. This is just your first sign of how bad it gets here. Stop the process. Stop the process and be like, no. I know I've gotten, we've gone through lurking through the place and deciding what we want to do. And actually, I have some plans about what I want to do in the future. But now that I'm seeing these cracks in the foundation, I'm going to have to say no. I'm going to have to hard stop. Not comfortable. You don't like doing it, but it's like, I have to do it. I know it's the right thing to do. Especially because I keep getting this analogy of the cracks in the foundation. Like somebody else is saying, oh, it's cosmetic mostly. It's not really that bad. And it is. It really is. Is there anything else I should say with this? I already said, like, it's got a shelf life anyway. So, I don't know. Hopefully this makes sense to the right people. I know it's a general read, so take it where you need to take it. Alright, so I'm going to shut this down here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below as well. Same email. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.